we're back and celebrating the 40th anniversary of the AVP. Happy birthday.
Gotta love an 80s baby. Born in 1983, it came with some heat this year.
It sure did, and it wrapped with the 68th annual Laguna Beach Open. It was nothing but sunshine and rays and sand and gray and just a fun packed house down there on Main Beach, Laguna.
Yeah, there was such a vibe there, and both of us were commentating. So the energy that you felt from the spectators, that's where legends of the game have been born for centuries.
Big time, and it's a multi-generational affair down there at Laguna Beach. Yes, we know the granddaddy of them all, Manhattan Beach Open, but Laguna Beach, Main Beach, really does show the history of this sport of beach volleyball. I mean, we have grandparents out there now teaching, not only they taught their kids, but now their grandkids. So it was really awesome to see just the deep roots of the beach volleyball scene down there. But let's talk about the competition. What all went down, Meg?
Yeah, I mean, it kicked off in 1955. Format has changed. First time it's partnered with the AVP and CBVA in over 30 years, and that's a big thing. And the first time on the women's side. So format a little bit different for this event. It was qualification on Friday, then pool play, modified pool play on Saturday with the first round of 16 games played on Saturday. It was single elimination into the Sunday, where it was quarterfinals, semifinals, and then that championship match. And it did not disappoint.
It sure didn't. For the women's side, an absolute barn burner of a semifinals for Bauer and Rice, defeating Urango and Kalinsky in 3, 19-21, 21-19, 20-18 in the third set to send Bauer and Rice into that finals match where they went up against Quiggle and Schumerhorn. They dropped a set in pool play, then battled their way through that grueling, gnarly and gritty single elimination playoff bracket where they were crowned the AVP Laguna Beach Open champs.
Yeah, and I mean, on the women's side, it was quite fierce. And again, this season on the AVP, we saw a lot of the top U.S. teams competing and going for Olympic qualification. They were down in Tlaxcala, Mexico. So a big opportunity for a lot of women, and it did not disappoint. Quiggle and Schumerhorn Murphy also took that Hermosa title earlier in the summer, and this was theirs to have again. Coming in at the #1 seed, held on to it the entire way, and dominated.
They did. They took that championship trophy in 3 versus Bauer and Rice. And I have to say, I mean, broadcasting it, it was just so much fun. The atmosphere, the crowd, but these athletes battled every single point. We touched on blocking being a big part of the game. Blocking on both sides of the net was really crucial in their transition defense, pushing points at that service line. Both teams did it very well. But in the end, Schumerhorn Murphy and Quiggle did take that gold, and as they should, as the #1 seed, having that momentum coming off of a great AVP season.
Yeah, and not to mention, tied for third, we had Urango and Kalinsky and Van Gunst and Hildreth. And those athletes have been battling it out all season. So congrats to them, too, for finishing kind of on the top as the year comes to a close. But on the men's side, it got a little interesting. So Cinderella story of Cook and Caldwell. It's a debate on the Bally Live channel. Is it cook well or is it well cooked? The debate is still going on between people in Florida and across the country. It's hilarious. I love it. They dominated. They did not drop a match the entire tournament. They started off cruising through pool play, went in their first 2, got that bye into the round of 16, crushed that, and just kept marching on. They did not stop, defeating Queckel and Urrutia 21-16, 23-21 in the finals. Absolute demonstration of excellence for them. And they had the Cinderella story. I mean, Cody Caldwell coming off of an indoor professional stint in India, started off in Miami Beach, coming in hot. I think he was playing with Chase Frischman in that event and just dominated. And I think he's an athlete that's here to stay. And it's really exciting, him partnering up most recently with Sean Cook. They took third in Manhattan Beach. It's a huge event. So a stunning performance by them. On tied for third, is Kalinsky and Klosnik partnering up for the first time, and then Grossell and Frischman as well.
Definitely, and taking that second, as we said, Queckel and Urrutia, those two had an absolute great tournament as well. They got that silver at the Laguna Beach Open, but it was really fun, and we see the partner switch up and shuffle around classic partner dating scene in beach volleyball. But it was kind of fun for Jake Urrutia and Cody Caldwell to play against each other because they actually won Pottstown together this season and then found themselves facing off in that finals. So it was just fun banter back and forth. And we know that Sean Cook always brings that banter and fun personality.
The Scottish roar.
Yes, and his wife and son were there with his family from Scotland, so it was very special for them.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. And not to mention, we have our little 40th swag wearing. If you haven't picked yours up this year, head over to the AVP shop online and make sure you get yours.
Yeah.
For the birthday celebrations.
Yep, make sure to get it as we are wrapping up the 40th anniversary of the AVP. It was a fun time, great year out there on the sand with the AVP. Looking forward to 2024, Meg.
Yeah, and something's going to be different because we have the Olympics next year. So with some of those top players, it'd be interesting to see how the AVP releases their schedule, if they're keeping the 3 tiers in the tour, and what the shakeup will be. I know it'll be exciting, and they're going to keep bringing us the best that they can.
They will. We look forward to seeing that information hopefully sooner than later in the future. But what an exciting year we have ahead of us. That's a wrap of the AVP and your world champs from 2023. Up next, collegiate volleyball.
Yeah. But if you missed anything, tune into VBTV with Clayton Lucas and Travis Meerwither to catch the action from World Champs.
All good stuff. Everything is archived there on VBTV, so make sure to head over, as Meg said. Brought to you by Manhattan Beach Studios. We are Grit. I'm Victoria Dennis, alongside Meg Burgdorf. Stay gritty out there.